28th of June. It's about 6 o'clock here in Brisbane, wherever you are. I hope you're having a great Sunday. What I thought I'd do in this broadcast is do a campaign race. Now, campaign race is a race within the game where you race the computer, and obviously the idea of it is you get to build up your credit balance, and obviously you can use that credit balance to buy cars, etc. I am just going to show you one way that you can get more credits more quickly. Now, while this is booting up, basically there's standard prize money that you win for this type of race, and that's based on a couple of criteria. One is where you finish in terms of the result. Secondly, whether you in fact race cleanly. So they're the two parameters, but there's a third parameter that people may or may not know about, which is a handicap. And what I mean by that is that you can actually set your car up such that you actually also get a handicap bonus. So you can see that I've got my car at the moment set to 100% power. However, I can go up to 150% power. You can see there I've got 428 brake horsepower at my disposal in this Porsche, but if I ratchet the power up, you can see that I jump dramatically to 638 brake horsepower. And that obviously makes my car a lot faster. So, but I'm going to leave it at 100, because at 100 I will get a significant handicap bonus. Same with the weight, I can make the car a lot lighter than that 1300 kilos, but I'm going to leave it there. And this should give me a significant increase in the handicap. You'll see there on the right hand side of the screen that if I finish first, I'll get 100,000 credits. So let's just see what happens. It's going to be not going to be a super duper easy race, because I noticed that there is a LaFerrari in the grid. You can see it there on the left, and that car is amazingly fast, as you will probably know. But anyway, let's get into it. Hopefully my throttle doesn't play up, and I have a good clean race, and I can maximise the payoff. This race will take about 11 to 12 minutes to do 15 laps. The average lap time is about a 46 to a 47 second, depending on how I go. I can talk through the bit of a slide there. I can talk you through the lap if you like. So effectively this car revving it out almost to the red line tends to be the fastest way with the gears the way they're set. Again, like any race, the straighter you keep your car, the faster it'll go. We brake here just after and don't give full brakes, and it's only for a second, and it's just to get the nose tucked in. Now you'll see the diff in this car will cause a bit of slip, and you'll hear the engine revving without the speed necessarily increasing. These are always the tricky ones. When we come up to the braking zone, there's a car right there. So I just brake a little bit later and stayed up high just to get around him then. And you can see the gap between myself and the leader is 31.9 seconds and growing, because we're on a straight. So in 15 laps I've got to haul that in, which I can do. Got to be careful you don't let yourself drift up too far to the wall there, because if you hit the wall, you will lose your handicap bonus, the same as making contact with other cars. So the key is to be calculated. I won't say cautious, I'll say calculated. My brake point there is basically, you'll notice the white and blue on the walls of the outside barrier, and where the 100-metre mark is. I generally brake about halfway into the white section just before the 100 to pull the car down to about 100 and, well, I don't know, 165, 170 roughly. and you just want to touch the brakes there just to back it off enough to get your nose pointed in, and then you can floor it in this car. It's actually a fantastic car, this Porsche. You will get a slipstream. Beware of that Honda, because he has a tendency to be wild, especially through this corner here. Now I'm backing off here because otherwise I'd run up behind this SLS too close and I wouldn't be able to get around him and I'd make contact. So again, you've just got to, you know, if you know what you're doing when you're racing, then you know you've got to time your run. So far so good. And I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to push it this race because I want you to see the handicap. So I'm just going to do enough, maintain my lap pace. As long as I stay in the 47s, I should catch the leader with a couple of laps to spare. Always good to get a toe, especially on this straight. And again, this is one of those trickier corners where you've got to understand what is the car in front of you going to do. Is he going to go up on the apron? Is he going to stay low? You can hear the slipping just there. Where you make your time up is under braking and mid-corner speed. I mean, you're racing the computer doesn't tend to make it too hard, I don't think. I'm just being very conservative. I'm not braking super late, I'm not trying to push it through the corners. I'm just settling on a good pace to achieve the goal, which is to win and maximise the handicap. But they do throw some little curly ones at you. For example, what this guy's going to do now. Where's he going to go? So I've had to brake early there because he didn't... I could have gone down on the inside, but that obviously would have compromised my line. So I sacrificed, I don't know, 3 or 4 tenths of a second to preserve the payday at the end. Just backed off because I wasn't going to make it past him on the outside. Got some pace at McLaren. See him start to drift then. I was like, oh. A bit more aggressive through this corner just because I've had lost a bit of time. Won't make it all up, but it'll be a 48. So but you can see we've closed down a lot of the gap halfway through the race. Car in third. So far no throttle sticking. That's good. So I'm up for third. You can get down into this lane, it's just easier for you on your exit. He must be in traffic because I've caught him very quickly. Leader up there. First and second together. You watch the LaFerrari go. Watch this. He just goes. But unfortunately, he's not that great through the corners. So I'm in the lead, 5 laps to go effectively, plus this one. And there goes the Ferrari. Demonstrably quicker. But not that great through the rest of the track, as you just saw. Now he will step out here, so I'm going to get right past him, even though it means compromising my line. I just wanted to be nowhere near him, because he will snap into oversteer correct, oversteer correct. Here he comes. It's amazing how when I get in front, how he tends to stay with me for a while. So I'm on full gas there, that's why you can hear the engine revving, because the diff is slipping as I do that. One wheel's slipping, obviously. May not see him again now. There's that Honda that I mentioned. You can be a bit wild through the corners. So again, I'll take a high line, just hold my throttle. Porsche. A different view. I don't know why, but I never seem to be able to get the timing of the planes coming overhead. I see one in the distance, but by the time I get round to the lap, he'll still be behind us. I can't see him yet. There he is in the distance. Don't know whether we'll get round the next lap and he'll be coming overhead. See him in the distance back there. Just above the lights in the cloud. Hopefully by the time we come around to the next... Oh, it's the final lap, so he should be close. See him yet. Oh, there he is over there on the left. You'll see him in a second when you come around. There he is in the distance. I don't have a big enough gap to slow down and wait for him, I don't think. There he is. Don't understand. I'm not going anywhere near the speed that I normally do, and he's not catching me. Normally I'm going through there at 270, 280 kilometers an hour, and only just keeping up or slightly gaining on him. So I don't know whether the computer's correctly calibrating those two separate speeds. So there you go. You can see the bonus there. I got the clean race bonus and I got the car handicap. So that turns my $100,000 prize money into $345,000. So that's a big difference, 3.45 times to be exact. You can see there my daily workout balance. I'm well and truly over what's required. So there you go. That's how you can increase your earning potential. I'll stop the broadcast now because I'm sure you don't want to see me do another race that's the same. But I hope that was helpful. I hope you'll give it a shot, and I hope it'll help you accumulate your credits and allow you to buy more cars. That's the fun part for me. Anyway, thanks very much, guys. Appreciate you watching. I may do a later broadcast tonight if I jump into some car shows, but for now, take care, and I'll see you all next time.